Hello Ice Bunnies, Alix here, and guess what? Ding! That sound means that the latest episode of the Top 5 Short Show is hot and ready for you to devour, prepared and packaged specially for you by Barcroft TV. Barcroft bring you a new short clip every single weekday and full-length television documentaries on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, if you're not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, quite frankly, you must be round the bend. Now, speaking of subscriptions, we recently announced that we're about to launch a whole new channel, Barcroft Cars, and your response to the news has been absolutely phenomenal. So many of you are excited for the stories we're going to bring you about the world's most crazy and creative vehicles, everything from real-life Batmobiles to truly monstrous monster trucks. Heck, you've even given the channel a new nickname already, Carcroft. Good one. We launch Barcroft Cars on Monday the 27th of October, so do make sure that you're subscribed to the Cars channel so you're right there revving at the start line when we go live. Tottering in at 5, on heels that are probably taller than your average toddler, it's Victoria Wilde, the 30-year-old glamour model who spent over £30,000 on plastic surgery in a bid to become famous and mimic the pumped-up pout and bionic boobs of her hero Katie Price, aka Jordan. And now Victoria thinks she looks even better than her idol. But do other people agree? Plenty of your comments seem to suggest that you actually think Ms Wilde looked better and prettier in her natural state before she installed her enormous implants and had fillers injected into her lips. However, her boyfriend Simon is certainly a fan of Victoria's cosmetic enhancements, as is this very enthusiastic random member of the public. At 4, we have an absolutely magical and majestic nature film. Footage shot by a drone flying over the ocean shows a mother humpback whale and her calf, and then later, male whales chasing a female for the chance to mate. At Barcroft and beyond, we're seeing more and more groundbreaking, incredible footage that's been captured by drones, which are able to access new places and capture images from new angles that were previously really difficult to achieve. Going back to Wales, a commenter called The Shower of Slime, who probably needs to call a plumber if ectoplasm is leaking from his bathroom fittings, asks how fast humpbacks can swim. Well, they normally travel between 3 and 9 miles an hour, but they can reach speeds of up to 16.5 miles an hour if they're in danger or if they're fighting for a lady. So now you know, whales, they're not snails. We've made it a fresh tradition here on Top 5 Shorts that every show I ask you luscious lot a question to try and get to know a bit more about you. And once again, you haven't let me down with your responses. Last week I asked what crazy things that you believed were absolutely true when you were a kid, and you've come back with some cracking answers. One of my favourites is the person who says that they used to believe that aeroplanes left trails of smoke in the sky so they could find their way home again. So sweet! I've got a super simple question for you this week, folks. What should I dress up as for Halloween? Give me your nuttiest and cleverest ideas, and the most spooktacular concept will become my costume. And yeah, of course I'll show you guys what I look like dressed up as a total Wally. I do that every week. Bold, bald and beautiful at 3, it's a vid about henna heels, a programme which decorates the hairless heads of women who are suffering from alopecia or undergoing cancer treatment with intricate and stunning henna tattoos. The designs shown in this film are by famed henna artist Ash Kumar, who's worked on multiple Bollywood films and decorated the celebrity skins of Madonna, Julia Roberts and Demi Moore. Head on over to www.hennaheels.ca to find out more about the project. Oh snap! There is a Croc in the dock at number 2, charged with stealing a meal from a pack of wild dogs. The hungry hounds had captured and killed an Impala, and they were about to chow down when the ravenous reptile crept up and swiped their dinner from right under their noses. So guys, if you're ever going through a tough time, just remember, you might be having a bad day, but at least you're not prey. Oh, and check out our playlists of animal attack videos for more footage of wildlife going wild. From prey to praying, hallelujah and holy moly. This week's #1 video tells the tale of porn-again evangelical Christian Teresa Carey, who used to be a lesbian pornographic actress and slept with over 100 women in X-rated movies before she had a profound experience and discovered God. There is so much to talk about in this story, and I really admire how frank and honest Teresa is when she's chatting about her experiences, whether she's explaining how her family actually found her conversion to religion more challenging to accept than her involvement in porn, or she's thinking about how she's going to explain to her future children what she did in the past. Some of you wanted to know how Teresa makes a living now that she's found Jesus and stopped making erotic flicks. Well, nowadays, Mrs. Carey is working as an aromatherapist, but she also writes books, gives lecture tours about her life, and records gospel songs. Remember, me and the rest of the team here at Barcroft TV are really interested in what you've got to say, whether it's a request, an opinion, or a question. So do leave your comments and we'll jump in and get involved in the conversation whenever we can. We love a good natter. That's Top 5 Shorts signed, sealed and delivered for this week. But before I saddle up my horse and ride off into the sunset, let me remind you one more time. Our new channel, Barcroft Cars, arrives on Monday the 27th of October. So make sure you're subscribed and let's get revvy, steady to go. For now, I'm over and out. See you soon, Lollipop It.